this new trial tribulation of high intensity contact, and do they just react? Do they just, because they've never seen it before, become slightly inflamed and release some fluid into the joint, which then puffs up, and suddenly you have the so-called setback? Well, there's no doubt it is the most difficult part of the job. Think about your job, what you do. The most difficult part of whether you work in plumbing or business or banking. When it comes to football, the return to play is the most crucial time and the most nerve-wracking time. Because when a player's injured, they're injured, it's bleeding, it's blown, it's inflamed. There's not much you can do apart from do the sensible things for healing. Then they train, they improve, that's quite straightforward too. But then when you bring in contact, when you bring in fatigue, and you bring in high intensity, then you're stressing everything maximally, which has been dormant for many weeks. And there's always the unknown, that you just don't know for sure that it will follow a lovely, easy path from recovery to rehab to play. And I think there was a player recently, I think Havertz was back after a lengthy time. He had a knee injury and he was a little surgery. And you're thinking, well, maybe that's a cleanup of some debris in the joint. Maybe it's a bit of cartilage meniscal repair. And you know, some of those tissues now are new. They have not played football before in this formation with this new architecture. And then you put them through this new trial tribulation of high intensity contact. And do they just react? Do they just, because they've never seen it before, become slightly inflamed and release some fluid into the joint, which then puffs up, and suddenly you have the so-called setback.